Do you have a problem with overthinking? Everything that comes along, do you spend like a lot of time on it trying to decide? Well, let's pull up a chair and talk about it. I think that's a problem that a lot of people face. They just spend so much time when the thing is, guys, when we get presented with a situation, something we need to decide, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do the other, we're going to, what? You'll spend so much time thinking about it until you're going to waste time. And we've talked about in another video that time's something we can't get back. When we waste it, it's gone, lost forever. But what we need to do, refocus ourselves when we're presented with something instead of spending all that time overthinking it. Remember that everything is temporary, guys. It's temporary. It's just a pathway to something else. Don't spend so much time trying to decide which pathway to take that you miss out on the opportunity to even take a pathway, because then it misses you. It's gone. Also, we need to refocus by remembering that nothing is pervasive. In other words, nothing controls everything other than God. Now, we know God controls everything, but we're talking about our situations, what we face, what we get into, what we allow ourselves to become a part of. It doesn't control everything. Whatever you decide to do today, tomorrow's going to be different. It'll be a new thing. So don't spend so much time overthinking, well, do I need to, should I buy the purple or should I buy the blue? Should I do this or should I do that? Should I go with that girl or should I go with that girl? Guys, we spend so much time, or waste so much time, thinking on the things. And then the third thing is we need to remember not everything's personal. When somebody says something, they're not necessarily saying it about you. So many times we take it serious. We take it, it's, oh, they're just putting me down, or they're talking about me, or they're doing this. When that, it doesn't have to do with any of that. They just made a statement and you took it the way you took it. They didn't necessarily mean it the way they said it. Because when we overthink, when we internalize everything, we have a tendency to think, oh, they're talking about me. Oh, every time. Have you noticed that? I mean, we see somebody talking right over there and they happen to glance our way. Oh, they're talking about me. That's what overthinking causes, guys. Overthinking causes confusion. God tells us he's not the author of confusion. Overthinking sometimes causes distrust, causes you to not like anybody. There is so much that goes on in the world. But if we would refocus ourselves, we talked about confidence in one of our talks. We talked about having integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Well, why spend so much time overthinking about something when you can look internally at yourself and say, well, I think this is what I should do. This is the right move. And go ahead and do it. Have the confidence and the integrity about yourself. Say, okay, this is what I'm doing. Instead of wasting time overthinking. So we need to remember that things are temporary. Why overthink something that is temporary? It's not a lasting thing. Unless we're talking about like marriage or something like that, guys. And then that can be lasting. But then you shouldn't have to overthink, because then you should be feeling it from the heart. And listen, if it's something that you need to overthink about, a relationship, then that relationship can't be right. Because if it was right, you'd know it. You would know it. Okay? And then we have that thing where we think that there's something that controls everything. Pervasive. No, nothing in this life is pervasive. God is the only thing that controls everything. Only thing that controls everything. Don't overthink about taking things personal. Don't think just because Sally and Susie's over there talking and they happen to glance your way, does not mean they're talking about you. It does not mean you have to automatically get on the defensive. It does not mean you have to start thinking, well, how am I going to... Now, if they're over there talking about me, how am I going to get back at them? What am I going to do now? Guys, overthinking just causes us a whole lot of wasted time, wasted energy, and wasted heart. Because we put a lot of heart into that when we sit. We need to be able to just make the decision and go with it. That comes from, like I said, that comes from having integrity. That comes from having confidence. That comes from looking yourself in the mirror, liking who you are, trusting who you are, and believing in who you are. You're unique. Guys, we did that in a talk. We are unique people just the way God made us. And we can have enough self-confidence, enough uniqueness, enough feeling, enough integrity, enough character to make a decision and go with it. Period. Guys, it all lies within us. It's so funny. Most of the troubles that we face in life are brought on because we overthink things that we should just be able to deal with. If we work on ourselves, get to the place where we like us. Matter of fact, we love us. And we have confidence in who we are because we have integrity, because we have character. Then we can go ahead and make that decision and go on and quit wasting time, quit wasting energy, quit wasting heart. Because if it's not an easy decision, guys, if you have to overthink and overthink and overthink, then it's not a decision you need to be making. Turn around and walk away. Say, no, we'll deal with this at another time. Do some praying about it. Guys, do some praying about it. Let God help you make that decision. We need to leave the overthinking behind and do like I've said many times. Get in that mirror. Start liking the person you are. If you don't feel like you're a person of integrity, then start living like you are. Start telling yourself you are. And then you will become that, guys. We are who we become who we tell ourselves we are, because only we can change us. And if you don't think you have any character, any integrity, any heart, then do something about it. Do something about it. But quit wasting time overthinking something that should be an easy decision to make if it's right. Think about that. If it's right, you don't have to spend so much time overthinking it. All right? If you like my content, please subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll be notified every time I put up some new content. And thank you for being here today. And y'all have a good day, okay? Bye, guys.